Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I know today is a day that so many of us are circling on our calendars for trying to finally figure out what the heck is this deal all about. Whereas we have this hope that the main source of points for this 10-day deal, which is the 1,000-point loyalty selector bundle, will at least be somewhat reasonably priced. By the time this hits my channel, we'll have debated on a live stream with my subscribers how much loyalty do we think this thing should cost. $1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, more than 2.5 million. Even if it's 2.5 million, I'm one of those kind of blessed people who fortunately has 2.57 million loyalty. But at the same time, I don't want to use it if I don't have to. Particularly if the actual gain of that is pretty bad. And it's got to be more than crystal shards, because even though opening another 7-star is fun, probably I'm going to open somebody I don't need or use. And Titan Crystal Shards, I'm not even halfway to my first Titan Crystal, I don't think. Or maybe I am. I guess it's worth checking. But regardless, I'm hoping for rank up materials. Definitely hoping for some tier 6 class catalyst fragments. It would be nice to see it, but I will not hold my breath after the disappointment that's been this event so far. By the way, in case anybody's keeping track at home, in terms of Titan Crystal Shards, I do now have over half. I have 12,400. But I am proud to say I have not spent a penny on the 7-star Titan Crystal Shards that were trying to be asked of me financially in the $70 deal. In fact, as you can see, I'm limiting 5 on all 3 of these, as I have not purchased them at all. With that being said, what if I told you that those of you who are potentially in certain regions of the Google Play Store on Android phones, and I've learned I have to say certain regions because what is true for some people is not true for all people. And what's interesting is somebody will say, Prof, that video you did was fake news because I can't see the store that you showed and I have the Google Play Store. And then I, as an Apple member, will think, oh no, did I put out fake news? Am I going to need to issue an apology and delete the video? But then I'll go back to the original source and they'll say, it's not fake news for me. I can send you the photos and videos of the offers, and they do. And so it leads me to say that because I have no knowledge about the Google Play Store, somebody who's always had a smartphone that's an Apple phone, an iPhone to be exact, it leads me to just be able to trust and listen to those of you that submit information to the channel to discuss. And so it is in the spirit of that we darken the screen right now and we look at something that is directly correlated to this offer, and that is the Cavalier Nexus bundle. And what's interesting about this, as we zoom in, is that you can see it starts with a really bad offer for this summoner. $1 worth of value for a Grandmaster Nexus crystal. I really hope nobody purchases that ever, even if you're like a first year player, a level 5 player. You can do better than that. The Golden ISO bundle for 100 points gives you a small amount of Golden ISO, but again, I doubt that is worth it. However, check this out. The Cavalier Nexus bundle gives you 200 units and a Cavalier Nexus crystal for 200 points. Now, I know 200 units is not that much. You can't even buy a featured Cavalier or featured Paragon crystal with it. But hey, unless you use an Apple credit card, you get no cash back as an Apple user, as a summoner who plays on an Apple device. And so 200 units and a Cavalier Nexus crystal as cash back is still better than nothing. Now, is it better than what they came out with leading up to the gifting event last year, where you could use the Google Play Store, depending on your region and how many points you have, to buy gifting crystals, or greater gifting crystals, I should say? No, it's not better than that, but it's still the best free unit deal we've seen for Android players this year. And again, I'm not saying everybody can see this, and if you don't have 200 points and you can see this, then I guess it doesn't really matter to you anyway. But it's worth noting that this was sent over to the channel and expressed a desire to cover it before it goes away. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I have indeed met that hope of covering this and look forward to seeing what everybody else says about it. But in the meantime, I have met my goal of talking about it, and I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. So thanks for watching, have a good one, and thank you to everybody who hit me up to talk about this on my channel.